Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statements in the following broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of the Madness Comic Network, its staff, sponsors, or contributors. This show is rated TVMA, as are all of them and all those other letters. Viewer discretion is highly advised, and, just do what Doc says. Read that again. Peace, everybody.
The future. The final frontier. It has never been so uncertain as now. AI, VR, haptic wear, nanotechnology, mass destruction with a remote click. Now we are finally seeing the true potential and dangers of an ever-connected and overly policed hyper-technological world. Have we finally become the architect of our own demise? Is there still hope? Welcome to the future. Welcome to Punk Droid.
Christgau, and you're watching the Madness Comic Network.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you are. And we are here for one reason and one reason only.
As you want to keep ours.
Just listen as he talk too much.
Hello, hello.
Also, hello.
That was perfectly timed, wasn't it, Joe?
Yep.
Hello, Joe. How you doing, brother?
It's day 30 of the campaign. I'm unshaven. I'm smelly. I'm ready to go home. Oh, wait, I am home.
We are here to count this one down. Let me get the campaign page up and all that stuff. Yeah, I'm basically unprepared. I see we got Mr. Corrales in the chat, though.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in early, ready to see what's up. 87 backers,
cousin.
guys. 87 backers. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Yeah. We need
Yeah.
13 more people to wake up.
That would be sweet. That would be sweet. 13 more. 13 more to top this off at 100 would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Die, bug. Oh, you shouldn't have been walking on my screen. 19, whatever.
Yeah, I was trying to see here. I noticed, what's his name? Louis Wire. He's from the UK. I've seen his book before he backed the digital. He does that book called A Rock a Girl. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. So like I said, we're here to count this one down, guys. There are 48 minutes left. We have about 58 minutes before the next show starts. So we have this perfect window to make this happen. Let me get a banner up here telling people, please go share this out. My reach is only this long. My reach every share with
I tagged Laurie. Hopefully she's awake.
well, this is going to her channel, actually.
Oh, okay, cool.
She told us we could send this to her YouTube channel, so it's going there. It's also going to Jeff Bracey's Twitter channel and the Critical Blast Twitter channel. We're putting this thing in as many places as we can, man. You know.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes. Thanks, Pops.
That kind of is the object, is to get it seen, right? I mean,
yeah, I actually got one more video done last night. I was surprised. I was just like, I think I can do this. I've got a free hour, and I put something out with the final countdown. So
nice. You want to play it?
I don't know. You're gonna get copyrighted.
Well, I don't know. What did you do to it?
It's got the song by Europe, the final countdown.
It's the
they'll just tell me to mute it out of the, you know, they'll just send me a thing and say, we won't monetize this unless you mute that out. You know.
Oh, speaking of monetization, you guys are close, aren't you? Like at 984 on your subscribers.
Well, we're already we monetized at 500.
Uh-huh.
Well, we didn't monetize at 500. I was offered a deal where I could go ahead and get monetized, right? And I looked into it, and I didn't have a bank account that was compatible with YouTube online.
Oh, gosh.
So I just blew it off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, a few months ago, I went and opened up a Chime account.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as I opened up and used it online, YouTube instantly attached it to my account and monetized me.
Oh my god! Wow!
Like they didn't ask me, they didn't tell me. They were just, "Oh, okay, there's your bank account. We'll do it now." And I was like,
"That's kind of crazy."
Okay, so we've been monetized for a long time. I don't really pay that much attention to it. There's only one show where I like encourage people to super chat, and that's the Through the Madness show when we're running through campaigns, and it's like, if you want us to highlight your campaign, drop a $2 super chat. I'll do a deep dive on it right now, you know. And some people jump on it. It's like, you know, if you want to see a friend's campaign highlighted or something, that's what that show's for, you know.
Yeah, because I know the 1,000 it unlocks everything else, and I mean, you guys definitely have the play time and the video counts. I mean, you've got all the other boxes checked. You're just missing that one for pretty much everything.
Yeah, well, that's supposed to change the algorithm a little bit, I guess. I mean, I can get super chats and I can get ad revenue if I had enough viewers to get ad revenue, you know what I mean? It's like, but this is funny. Come on, Jose, you know. I am so broke. Look, I'm trying to put the funding together for the Roku channel, so I spend as little as I can. But I mean, I don't know if it's worth it to be monetized because I never worked at that aspect of it. For me, it was like this was a beta test for the Roku channel. You know, can I get enough people to bring content to the network to make it worth going to Roku? That was really what the YouTube thing was all about. I was never that big on the platform. I'm not that happy with their performance.
Mhm.
But that we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this, man. This $2,633, well over goal. You're gonna get it, so go ahead and bag it. 87 backers so far. Let's talk about it, guys. What do you got to say? What's up?
I mean, Jesse, you can chime in anytime, but I obviously this is done outstanding in my opinion. Because obviously with everything, especially being the first one, you never know, what's going to happen. And obviously we have a lot of friends out there, thankfully, who have supported. And like I think Jesse mentioned last time we were on your show that there's a lot of first-time users on Kickstarter that have backed this project, so that's encouraging as well. That means they're coming from other avenues and stuff to check it out. Other people that know Jesse from the video game industry and whatnot. So yeah, it's been a good set. Well, for me, a good second experience. For him, a good first experience. Although he did get to experience the first one kind of secondhand because he helped with a lot of the graphics for mine and stuff like that. So
yeah. I think the true tell of any kind of real success, it comes with the subsequent books, right? Like, what's your attach rate going to be like, and all that stuff.
I'm like, man, it's like the 60-page. It's 1 and 2 in one book, a 60-page book, right? That's how this played out.
Yeah.
Okay, so 60 pages, guys. That $14. 60 pages. Hey, just so we're clear. I love the $5, $10 books when we're down there in the 32 area. But when you get up to 16, it usually jumps to 20, 25 when you get to 60 and more, So I'm really happy with the price on this. The B cover. I really like the look of the B cover. Do you have that large down here somewhere? We're gonna have to look at that.
Yeah. Just scroll down a little bit.
We'll get there. I'm just saying. I want people to know this. You got A, B, C cover, and there was a D too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There's 4 different covers, but I mean, $15, guys, 60 pages. You see what I'm saying? This is a value book. So go ahead and tell about your friends from school, man.
Well, real quick, I wanted to say about the price. We actually kind of talked about that a little bit because you were mentioning that there's other Kickstarter books out there that do the 20, the 25. There's even some that go up to 30. We were talking about that even though it's a thicker book, we do Comic Cons, right? And so that's a different kind of audience. And we were trying to come up with a price point that, yes, we, of course, when we pitch it to somebody in person, we let them know, hey, it's 60 pages. You're essentially getting 2 comics in one. Yes. So it's like a $7 comic 2 times over, basically. And in that first con that we were doing that at, honestly, the whole time I only had one person that backed off when they heard the price. Everybody else, ended up picking it up. So that was actually a pretty good testament to that. It wasn't scaring people away.
No, I love the price point. That's what I'm saying. It's like, they usually once you've gone past the 32, they get to 48 and they start jumping up, and it's like rarely do they stop before 20. It usually goes straight to $20, so seeing one 14, 15 at 60 pages, that's freaking awesome. That's a great deal. For those of you watching, get some.
Yeah, I was originally going to do this as a just as a full-on graphic novel, like the entire thing. It was a hunt page count. It was just under 200 pages, and I decided against it because one of the things that I realized is that when you go to a comic convention, like a lot of these kids or whatever, they go with like $20 or something like that. They don't really go with a ton of money, and so they really have to decide like what their money's going to be spent on. And so as a value kind of grab, I figured that breaking up the entire book into smaller issues was the best decision I could probably make when it came to that, at least. And then the main reason it is two issues in one is just because those two issues kind of complemented each other. The first one's full of exposition, and the third one kind of like sets the rules for the world. So it just kind of made sense to go ahead and do that as a single mega sized issue. So that's kind of where we landed with that.
There is the link over there in the chat. I want to do this without doxing myself. How am I going to do this without doxing? I guess I got to open a different window. Okay, hold on. See, I'm one of them people that, kind of bad about this. It's last minute or not at all.
Yeah.
Because it's it's Kickstarter, and if I back it like at the beginning of a campaign, I'll forget. You know what I mean? And then it'll like pull that money, and I'll be, oh shit, I put that money there for something else. Now I got to come up with more money. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, this is $14, man. I got grandkids. This,
Oh, Mr. Bracey says they take 150 to a con. I need them to come to our con then, whatever con we're at.
Oh, see, yeah, I got to look at these covers now. What's it going to be? We got Fran, Fishley. Oh, Fishley.
Oh,
yeah. It was also pretty important for me to be able to offer all the covers at roughly the same cost.
Yeah.
I sometimes I see some, it's not that it's a bad business practice, but man, when I'm trying to make a decision on a cover, cost is absolutely plays a huge role in it. And sometimes just some of the covers are just really cool, so it's just one of those. Try to do as much value in it as possible. Again, I just kind of want to get it out there and get it out to as many people as possible is fine.
And that's what I tell people. It's like, just get it. You put it up on every platform. You get it in as many hands as you possibly can. The word of mouth, tell your friends, is still the biggest seller of comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. It's somebody recommending a comic book to somebody else. It sells more comic books than any other way.
Yeah, we've me, him, and our friend Roy. We've got a chat where we talk throughout the day, and usually, if one of us finds a Kickstarter we like, we'll post it in there so the other two will look at it, and it's there's just so much stuff out there. I mean, I've had to do a lot of digital just because there's so much to try, and there's no way I can keep up with all the physical. But I mean, I do. If something comes along that I'm like, oh, I really want that physical copy. Like I picked up Corissa Grant's when she did her Worthy Chaos as a hardcover.
You got the 7-issue trade.
Yeah, but it was specifically because I'm a sucker for hardcovers. I mean, I'm fine with no, I take that back. I'm not as fine as I used to be. I honestly will wait. Like, if a company's going to put out something that it's a hardcover, I'll wait for it instead of buying the soft cover.
And I'm exactly the opposite. I do not like graphic novels because none of them are the same size. They don't present well. They don't present well when they're all different sizes next to each other in your bookcase.
Mm-hmm.
I can put comics in a box over there. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about how it's just a box. You don't got to worry about how it looks. But graphic novels, you put them in your bookcase, and they're all different sizes and different colors and different. You know what I mean? And it's like, come on.
I'm all about a unified presentation.
Yeah, I love you. I'm looking behind you. You see, and it's like everything looks good. And
yeah,
it's really hard to get that with individual graphic novels. It's great if it's a series and they got 10, 12 of them. You can put them all in a row together. They look good, right? But if it's like one of this and one of this and one of this, I have a box of graphic novels. Not one of them's the same size.
Yeah, I'm. I have a pretty good idea of what my graphic novel collection is going to look like at the end of this journey for at least the first story arc, the first 7 issues. I'm going to make it a Trapper Keeper style box. It's going to be styled like the old Trapper Keepers from the 80s and 90s with stickers on it and everything like that. And if you pop it open, each of the books is going to have a unique cover for it that's going to be like a school book. So each cover is going to be, one's going to be like chemistry, one's going to be English and all that stuff. It's going to look it's going to be nice presentation.
Dude, I love it. I've seen a lot of different like cool box ideas. One guy was doing like the box looked like a cassette tape.
Yeah.
You know, another guy is a bunch of different ideas for different presentation on how you ship it out, right? I like those. I like when people are thinking outside the box. Trapper Keeper sounds good.
Yep. I'm probably going to do scratch and sniff stickers and stuff like that. I recently learned how to make those, so that'll be fun art experiment.
Yeah, I still have my Trapper Keeper from school, and I purposely kept it the way that it was, like whatever it was on the last day of school, that's the way it is still. So like if you open it up, it's like a time capsule basically. So which one of your characters are you drawing right here? Or what's going on there? What are you drawing? What are you doing?
This is issue 3, so I'm going through in here.
You're working ahead. All right.
Cool. Yeah. We're almost done with issue 3. So issue 3, and I just did all the storyboards for issue 4 because that issue 4 should start next week or the week after.
Cool. So this one's funded, guys. You're gonna get 1 and 2. You're gonna get 1 and 2. He's working on 3. 4 is already being worked. Come on. This is one of them series you're going to get your books. Kind of like what that guy does. I just did an unboxing earlier and opened up number 9 and number 10 of Jose's books.
It's all coming.
Improbable Girl and
oh yeah.
Kitty. Yeah. Oh,
yeah, you got those you got those nice Don Simpson covers, and then
yeah, those are awesome.
Really nice. I like them a lot. I showed them off earlier when I opened it up. It was like, oh yeah, these are sweet. But Jose, I did find out that for some reason I can't find book number 5. I don't know I don't know what happened to it, man. I don't know if it's in a different box. If I put it aside for a specific reason or something, but for some reason I can't find book number 5. I was going to come out today and go, look, I got them all. And then I went and looked and I was like, hold on. Where the heck is that?
I think that's the one he keeps sending to me. I had a joke with him there for a while because he sends me a few at a time so I can take him to cons. Right. And I swear every single time he would put in a copy of issue 5. I'm like, I haven't sold the one I have yet. No, I have several.
Well, I mean, it's like, come on, I have to have read number 5 because I read 6, 7, and 8. It's got to be here somewhere. When you have 7,000 comics, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you got filing cabinets and you got boxes and trying to keep my son's stuff separate from my stuff. And yeah, what a mess.
You were asking earlier who he's drawing. He's doing Roy, which I think is funny that even in the pool, Roy still has his sunglasses and that fancy hat on.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I like Roy. He's got long hair. He's got the hat. Yeah, I'm down with dude. You know.
I'm surprised the real Roy's not watching. I tagged him. He might be asleep.
Yep. Knowing Roy.
Comic gremlins and orcs keep stealing my pens. Yeah. It's not Crom. He only does stuff to your files. He doesn't mess with your actions.
Oh, dude, you gotta. I just saw on the bottom panel. You gotta show Pops the old school giant satellites in the yard.
Oh yeah.
Back before the Dish Network satellites, they had the huge ones.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember people in the neighborhood having them giant black satellite dishes.
Yeah.
So what's the significance of the pink?
Those are the shadows.
Okay.
So like for instance, I have I have a script here that, so when I push F9 on my keyboard, you see it does all the
Okay, cool.
shadows.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about that stuff, man. I ain't no artist. So if I
Yeah.
ask a stupid question, just say, "Jeez, dude."
Yeah,
My
the
art,
pink
shut
the
up.
pink is just it's just a harsh color that lets me see everything all at once. I don't have to
Okay.
worry about it.
Sweet. All right. Yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't know nothing about it. That's one of the reasons there's a couple shows that I rely on my co-hosts.
Mm-hmm.
Doc is an artist. He's a writer. He's a painter. I like having Doc out here with me when I'm covering something because he'll ask questions that actually make sense. I'm a fan, I mean, I'm a fan and a promoter. I don't have the industry knowledge to put together a beautiful set of questions for somebody in an interview. I just want to talk to them, get to know them, and talk about their stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's me. I'm playing a video game.
What?
That's my character on the bottom of the.
Yeah, this one here.
All right.
Yeah, it's all based on a photo he accidentally showed me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I completely forgot to share that out during the campaign.
Oh yeah, if you got it, definitely pop it up.
See, oh, it's actually where is it?
I may have to help my sister with her add-on here.
I know where it is. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Let's take a little look, see if we have anything changed up here. Oh, I see 88 baggers. 88. 89 backers. That's why we're here, guys. More backers.
Oh wow.
Last chance, everybody. Last chance. 26 minutes left. Get Teen Strike. This one's good for you kids, yo. Kids can enjoy this.
Oh wow, we have 26 minutes. Time flew by.
Dude, I'm telling you. It always once this show starts rolling, there's times when I was doing CronCon, Jesse, you don't know. I used to sit in this chair for 12 hours all day Saturday, 12 hours all day Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
One creator after another every 30 minutes with a panel at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
And we did that 1 weekend a month for 39 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Messenger, Jess.
The what, sorry?
It's in Messenger. I sent it to you, the picture.
Joe, do you remember a place out in the back roads of Fremont that they used to call?
Yep. Yep, that was a place people would go to make out.
Nice and dark, huh? Or you could actually see the skies. Yeah.
But those were like legit, like big satellites, not like the ones in the backyards.
Right. Nice.
Oh, is it not showing? Okay, 1 second. I'll just drop it in my. Drop it in here. Yeah, it's high school Joe.
With my fanny pack and everything, and my band shirt. The shirt is from '93, but the picture is from '97.
All right.
And so here's let me see, desktop. See, I'm gonna show you the comparison here.
I'm pretty sure that I wasn't in the book until I showed him this picture. I think that was the inspiration for adding me to the book. He was like
side by side.
He's like, I can't pass up this embarrassment here. So he said, I'm going to immortalize it in a comic.
Yep.
Do you guys know who Frank Forte is?
I don't.
He drew for Bob's Burgers and Heavy Metal magazine back in the day and stuff. Well, I showed him this picture of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he came back with this picture of me.
That's a good one.
I can see the Bob's Burgers influence
Yeah.
in that one.
Yeah, he drew Rick and Morty. He's done a bunch of stuff, legit stuff. But I remember him from heavy metal way back in the day.
Right.
Man, I remember when it was a treat to find heavy metal on the stands. It's like, oh, I never even looked for it at comic shops. I would always look for it at gas stations and stuff.
Yeah, 7-Elevens and stuff like that. Yeah. Got a couple backers. Let's get a couple more, guys. We got 23 minutes.
We're at 89.
Plenty of time to get up there. I'd love to get this to 100, guys.
Yeah.
Please share this out. Anybody who's watching, share this out on your socials. Because and for all the people that are also members of all the Facebook groups that I am, not sorry for the spam.
Okay, how about this? Let's just make a deal with all of them. We just need 11 people, $1 each. We'll even settle for that.
Hey, backer count is important. It's nice. I'd rather put 100 books in people's hands, right?
Yeah.
But it's still, that number helps trip the next algorithm the next time you're out here. It's like, oh, you got over 100 backers last time. And people look, that's what they see. They don't see you had 20 backers that backed you for $1. They don't see that. They see that you have 100 backers, right?
Yep. That is actually very true. When you take your comics out and about and you go to option them for publishers and stuff like that, they want to know what type of the numbers of your fan base.
Yep. And
what
you
kind
can
of
just
reach
tell
do you
them,
have?
man, it's like I'm a member of the Madness. There's 2,800 people in the Facebook group, 1,800 people on Twitter, 1,000 on YouTube. I'm a member of the Madness. We're lit. You just tell them like that. You don't even give them your numbers. Just give them our numbers and say, you're one of us.
I'm actually also on top of all this, I'm going to be starting my second book here pretty soon because I apparently don't have enough to do. But I'm gonna be starting. Oh, hold on, gotta gather my thoughts. I'm gonna be starting my second book here pretty soon. I just had a good meeting over the weekend with the artist Roberto Rivera. He did Kaiju Killer Carlos the Kaiju Killer and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're going to go in on a book here. We're going to start concepting all the characters and everything like that. So there'll be a second book that's all Latino focused as well, and an homage to Robert Rodriguez movies and grindhouse media from the 70s and stuff like that. It's a love letter to that.
All right, so let's run through some of this. You got the digital cover 8 for $7. All the covers for $8. Get them all. Get them all. Cover 8, $14 by friend Arias. Arias,
Yeah.
Okay. And Jesse. Then you have let's see, cover B, also my friend Jesse. And then I did it. I did. I don't see it over here though. What happened to it? How come Fish Lee's ain't over here? Did I miss it?
Oh, because that's the one you picked for your pledge.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's $1 more, but it's officially covered. Get you some. Just get you some. Then you have the whole thing, physical and digital, $49. Gets you the whole package.
And it's a big discount if you do the math.
And there's no fancy nothing. It's just get you some, guys. Okay. Now, if you was up here early, you was one of them 14 lucky people. You came in at $12.
Yeah, but they can still get it if they back the all covers tier. We left it open.
There you go. You can still get that one. Okay. So the team, Jesse, tell us about yourself.
Well, look at the madness.
About me. Yeah, I'm trying to get my sister straight away. Like, she's trying to add some books, but she's trying to figure it out. And I think she just removed all the books, but left all the money.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you. I noticed she adjusted her. So if you want to help her while I go over the team,
Okay.
Yeah, that might probably
Yeah,
work
make sure
for
she
the
gets her
best.
books. Yeah.
Okay, I'll be back.
okay. So yeah, so just too bad you can't zoom in and just look at the madness in those eyes.
Well, you see, that was the whole thing. I got it. It's like, look, it's right there. I definitely got it. Okay, so then you have Fran.
Yeah, so Fran was somebody that Jesse found. Let me make sure I'm saying the right place. I want to say he's from Colombia. Let me go down here where. Yeah, he's from Colombia. So I know it was one of the. It was one of the groups on Facebook, and Jesse actually came across a piece that Fran had done. And the funny thing is that it was more, if I remember the story correctly, it was more like a slice of life type of piece of art. But with Teen Strike, that's kind of one of the big aspects is that whole the teen drama and whatnot. And so when he was talking to Fran about it, Fran first was like, "Well, I don't necessarily do superhero stuff," and Jesse was like, "That's okay. Like the heart of Teen Strike is that kind of like the teen drama, the slice of life." So he's like, if you could nail that, he's like, the superhero stuff will come. And I mean, if you've obviously seen some of the panels up there and the examples, like Fran has knocked it out of the park. Like, I think he tapped into something that he didn't even know he had. So, so he's been a lot of fun to work with.
And then your letterer. Yeah,
Saudi. So Saudi is from Venezuela, I think, and I know that once we started working with her, she's a lot of fun too. I mean, if you some of the example pages, you can see not just the lettering that she did, but she helped a lot with the sound effects and whatnot. So she made a lot of those pages just pop. And since then, I've actually noticed. Earlier when we talked about making connections, when I was looking at some of her mutual friends, it's a lot of the same people that we all know, that either I don't know if they've actually hired her in the past or saw her work and just made a note of her. I know I've been talking to her as well for some of the things we have coming up. So it's just one of those things when you find good people to help, like you want to hang on to them. So.
Man, who's this guy?
That's the one that was wrangled into this whole thing, and and his wife had to follow. She had no choice. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I was actually just telling this the other day to a friend. I can write stories all day long, but the grammar would be horrible, and that's why my wife is here to help with that, because she's a teacher. So she and obviously she's. She teaches storytelling. She teaches, so she knows story structure. So she's able to, of course, help with stories. There's been a lot of times that I've written something and she's like, "Well, that didn't really make sense," or like, "I didn't understand this." And so she, that's why we work so well as a team on this stuff, and especially like our own books that we do, is because she keeps me in line, and she also has a different point of view of a lot of this stuff, so it works out very well in the end. And the same thing, she contributed very similarly that way to Teen Strike when she was helping Jesse. So
cool. It's good to know. What's this about? A pop culture YouTube channel? What's that all about?
So there was a time there. So we used to own a comic and game shop in our town, and we had it up until 2018, and then we sold the shop, but we kept the name. and then I promised my wife that I would take a break because I actually landed myself in the hospital from working too much.
Right.
And so I did. But then a year later in 2019, I started a channel called Pop Culture Geekery. And I just pretty much just covered all the things that I love, like comics, movies, TV shows, whatnot. And on that one, earlier we were talking about monetization. You know, I learned real quick that YouTube's super hard to do that. So
Yeah.
I went the other route, and I actually knew a lot of businesses in the area. And what I would do is I would do baked in ads for them,
Right.
and just charge them like 25, $50 here or there. So that was another way that I just kept generating money that year. But that channel, I reached up to episode 100 right as the pandemic happened, and then our son was born, and then so I pretty much just put that channel by the wayside and left it there. I mean, it still exists, so but I'll probably never do anything else with it now that we're doing the comics. So
No, that's not how you're supposed to think. You're supposed to go, yeah, I'm gonna come out here once a week and I'm gonna do a comic show. And
oh
I'm
no,
gonna
well,
talk about my comic as well. You know what I mean? It's like, and you're gonna keep people's appetite there for what you have coming.
Yeah, no, I do that on the current one. There is one for Child's Play that I do that on.
Right.
So, and I do seem to get a lot more better engagement. That first channel was definitely the one where I learned everything, like the good, the bad, the mistakes I made. So when I started doing the comics, I was able to put out better videos and get better engagement and whatnot. So yeah, no, I'm definitely still doing it. It's just
okay.
It's just more tied to the comics.
Anytime if you're interested in bringing your show to the network, we are always looking for new and broader content.
Yeah, for sure. No, I would need something that's a little bit more regular, because like I said, it's all usually tied to either, like, if we're releasing a comic, I'll do a trailer or something, or
we have a couple people in the network, like the guys, the karate guys, Patricky and I can't. That bums me out when I can't remember somebody's name. But I'm old; I can get away with it. But we have a couple guys that they do shows when they're doing their comic, and they're part of our network. And when they do a comic, when they're doing shows, then we put them up on the network. But it's like, it's not a regular thing, but we still consider them part of the network, and we air anything that they want to do.
Yeah. No, I got you. I mean, we've always talked about possibly doing, like, maybe an all ages podcast or something, because that's our specialty. So, but
yeah, I mean, we have like the Silverline shows. Okay, they're definitely no harsher than PG. All their topics are all, or like Doc Show, we're dropping F-bomb here or there, whatever. It's like, the network is all different kinds of stuff, and that's what I'm saying. I was talking to somebody else. I want a wrestling show. I want all the different things that are missing right now in the network, right? We don't have a comic trivia show. We don't have this. We don't have that. I want all that stuff in the network.
Yeah.
What do we got left? We got 14 minutes left, something like that, 12.
Oh, I was going to say, don't forget about our friend Roy. If you want me to go through the team, he's there at the end.
Oh, yeah. I know. I just wanted to check our time. We got 11 minutes.
All right. I am back. What did I miss? So you wanted to hear about the team?
I already went through the team, unless you want to talk about Roy. He was the last one we need to talk about.
There you go.
I mean,
we'll make Jesse talk about Roy.
I mean, it's Roy, right? Here he is in the pool.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There he is.
Yeah,
in the pool. Yep, there he is.
No, I've known Roy for forever. We became friends in high school over our love of comic books and all that stuff. And he was one of the ones that I had already. My dad was one of the main reasons that I draw. My dad's one of the ones that initially taught me, like, the concept of drawing. But Roy's the one that really kind of came in and refined it, because Roy was real big into comic books, and he was all over the X-Men, anything by Jim Lee, Wildstorm, all that stuff. And so I got to get to know that world of comic books. And so together we went ahead and we went ahead and were mimicking like Jim Lee and Silvestri and all those guys, and so that's just kind of how everything started, you know. And so it was really Roy that started the whole Teen Strike thing, in that he would draw um, some little comic books, or little comic strips, I should say, of like him with like superpowers and stuff like that. And eventually it was like, oh, cool, what would I have if I had superpowers, you know? And then we started, me and or some of our other friends and stuff like that. And that's kind of where the whole idea started. And then one day we were at his house and we sat down. I was like, what would people's superpowers be like? And so we got out a scrap piece of paper, and we just started naming all our friends and just giving them all superpowers. And then, that was a fun, like, little inside joke there for a bit. And then after some time, we decided to, okay, well, what would a team look like, right? And so instead of just being like fun, like little comic strips that we drew, we were like, okay, well, what would happen if this was an actual team? And that, we started refining it down. And then just after we went to college, I just kind of started refining the story even further, and just kind of eventually just made it into what it was, which is, it's still an homage, and still very much based on Friends, but it's, all the comics, they're just now influenced by my friends, and they're not actually my friends, right? Like, so I've taken the drama to another level, dramatized it, I guess is the right word, that kind of stuff. So it's just basically been 30 years of that. But yeah, Roy's really one of the ones that helped start this whole thing. Without him, I wouldn't be doing this, pretty much anything. He's the one that kind of told me about the Art Institute of Dallas and everything like that. And so he's a very pivotal person in my life.
And one of the guys is not with you anymore.
Yeah, Jerry was one of my first friends, and ever. Like, I got to know him. My older brother played football, and his brother was in the band. And so, I would always play. Yeah. I would always play with them, and him and our other friend Booger, and our other friend Nick, and we would all play in the sandbox while all our older brothers are playing football, or doing things like that. Small town, everyone bonds over football. So it was, unfortunately, like, out of those three guys, two of them are no longer here. But that's what brings me to this book, right? Like, it's just is, this weekend I'm gonna mail a copy to my English teacher, and I'm gonna mail a copy to my art teacher, and I'm trying to find my chemistry teacher, because those three really did a lot for me in high school, so it'd be nice to actually just kind of show them, like, hey, look, check it out, this is cool. I'm very excited to share it.
Yeah. There's a couple of teachers that I had back in school that I'd love to have had a chance to connect with. They're probably gone now, 60.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a couple, man. I had a creative writing teacher named Mr. Wolf.
Uh-huh.
Long hair, he smoked weed. He was like me, 30 years in the future, right? Connected, bonded with him, like wanted to do well in dude's class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did have a taste of writing in school, but it was like, man, it felt disingenuous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was like, I felt like I'm telling somebody else's story.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it was like, it didn't feel right. And it's like, I didn't want to write about me, so I didn't know what to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's part of the other thing too, is it took so long for me to actually do this. My friend passing away was definitely the catalyst to it all. It kind of was the final piece in the puzzle, unfortunately. But I couldn't have told this story earlier. I just couldn't have. I don't think I was in the right mindset. I don't think I had gained enough experience in the game industry to properly ship something. You know, just there was
Right.
so many things that ended up just lining up that it just made sense. So now it's all or nothing, and I'm just going in like I said, this is issue 3 that you guys are seeing right now, and I got issue 4 is going to start up in a minimum about a week and a half. There's no stopping, you know, and it's a 7-issue run. Issues 1 and 2 are in a big 60-page comic. All the rest of them are gonna average about 26 pages each. And then the final one is a massive, like it's a single issue, but it's 60 pages as well. It's probably like 64 or 68, somewhere in there, actually. It's just it's the one final one. And then I'm going to focus on putting it all together in one nice collection. And then I'm going to start the second storyline, which is 8 issues long. And then is the third storyline, which I still have yet to write. I've started outlining it.
Right.
And that one's probably going to be a little bit shorter since that's just the final explosive end to it all. But it's all coming. It'll take me a couple years, but it's all coming.
3 minutes, people. Can we get one more? Can we get to 90? Can we break that 90 plateau? Come on. Talk to me.
Or don't. Like, I'm not going to be mad at you guys.
It's not that. It's
man.
like we've done this before. Okay, like with Bill Moss, we were out here doing a countdown, and it was at 199, and the fireworks went off and everything at 199, and we were like, oh man, almost.
Actually,
right
I
there.
tell you what.
Check it out. After it was over, like later, he actually got that 200th backer. Somebody did get under the wire, but it didn't show.
How about this?
You know?
If we get a backer number 90, I'll print out this issue 3 and at Kinko's or something, and at FedEx, and I'll staple it together myself and throw it in with whoever's number 90.
Oh,
But it's got to be physical though, not digital.
Oh, see, now if I'd have known that, I'd have waited.
You can cancel.
I was about to say, quick.
But then it would
create
fall to
another account,
88. See, then it would fall to 88.
No, you wait till number 90 pledges, you cancel, and then repledge, and then you'll.
I think he'd still be number 90. Yeah, no. But yes, dude, look, I collect ash cans and weird stuff like that. I have I think, let's see, which one is it?
Yeah, I made some ash cans for this. I love them.
Yeah, I love them. I have one that's actually red construction paper.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember what it was. I have a collection. I think it was a book called Bonsai or something. Mm-hmm. But it's like red construction paper. The ash can was made. It was.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish ash can was still the way to go. Like, it's just so nice, but it's one of those that it's just one of those that nowadays you gotta be right there with the professionals. Like, there's just absolutely no way you can deliver something lower quality now. No. And ash cans are just so cool. All right, you got 100 seconds to go. Who's going to be that 90 that's going to get a free Kinko's FedEx book shoved into the
90 is going to get a one-of-a-kind number 3 of this series that nobody else is going to get.
Well, maybe. I'm a nice person.
Number 87 months. I actually have a pretty decent collection of ash cans, quite a few different ones, and I always encourage people to make an ash can like for your next book.
1 minute.
And make it a stretch goal on this, like on this campaign. If you get to this much, then you'll make an ash can, giving people a preview of the next book.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. I love doing that kind of stuff, man. Being involved in that kind of stuff, collecting it. Yes. Come on, people. 39 seconds.
Come on, Joe. Get Sarah at the pledge, and I'll send it to you.
I know there's a 90.
I don't think she can create an account in 30 seconds.
30 seconds. No, I'm very pleased with how this worked out. I didn't have any expectations for this. I didn't know what to even consider. Like, it just blew me away. Like, I was overcome with a lot of emotion on that first day, because I honestly thought that we were gonna struggle just getting to 500. Because It's a new IP. Yep, fireworks. It's a new IP, all that stuff. And it was just like, it's something more than just a comic book to me. It's just something that I'm trying to put out, in memory of my friend and stuff like that. And so seeing all that, it was very overwhelming. And, now we're here. So it's like, cool. Now it's put up or shut up time. And it's time to deliver the rest of the story. Now it's cat's out of the bag. I can't sleep on this anymore.
Yeah.
No, this is real cool. Congratulations, guys! 89 backers on your first campaign. I know a lot of people. Look, I don't think Corissa had 80 backers on her first campaign. I think she was down around 50 when she's she's doing way more than that now. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's like it's anytime that you start out and you actually gain a following right away. And now look, we can sell the hell out of book 1 and book 2 because nobody's seen it yet. The quality of book 1 and book 2 are going to be what sells book 3 and book 4.
Yep.
You see? So the best you can give us so that we can go out there and show everybody, dude, you want more of this.
Yeah.
I mean, he's clearly showing issue 3 has a giant satellite from the 90s. Like, you don't see that in other books. So that alone is unique.
Yeah, I got there's let me see.
One of the things I noticed is that Roy filled out.
He's a lot more muscly. So there's parts of my book that are portrayed through the VHS lens because there's like a character running around taking photos with her VHS camera, or taking video with her VHS camera, and then there's another portion here where they're texting using old like
Blackberries or something.
Yeah, something similar. Very similar to AOL Instant Messenger. So I'm always trying to do those type of things in here. You can see here's when he goes and he talks to the girl of his dreams there. That's going to be a fun little moment with all his friends here, obviously helping him out or waiting to see exactly what happens. So it's a coming of age story with superheroics, kind of pushing it along, and then there's always going to be this type of stuff too, for all the action stuff in here. And it's going to be coming in through there. There's so you can just see kind of like these kind of scenes and stuff. I'm putting my all into this. I'm painting it up as much as I can to just kind of give the best quality possible. So yeah, thanks for coming along on this journey with us for sure.
Hey,
thanks, Pops.
I'm looking forward to dropping this one on my grandson, seeing what he thinks of it. Because he's about somewhere around and getting close to that age right there. So
playing N64.
Well, I mean, actually, see, now this is a funny story. We made my son and I made his kids play all the old shit just like we had to play the Game Boys, all the, what I mean? We made them go through that phase of playing the exact games that we had to play. They didn't just get to go to PlayStation 4. They had to play Game Boy and work their way up. They had the 64, they had all of it, right? They worked their way up. Now they have PS5s.
Yeah.
They had to go through the same pain that we did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's hilarious. Well, like I said, thank you so much for having us on here. Definitely look forward to being on here more often, right? And I mean, that's just a good sign that everything's going well.
Well, I was going to say, if you like doing what you're doing right now, we have on Sunday afternoons, we have an open draw stream where a bunch of people just hang out and do what you're doing right now.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of
cool. We
just
keep changing the main screen, you know what I mean? So that we're just go through highlighting what everybody's doing. Doc comes out, Jim O'Reilly, Q from the Netherlands, James Lee. We got just a regular crowd that comes out every week. You're more than welcome to join us, man.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds like fun. On Sundays is when I do a lot of coloring.
Cool. That'd be perfect. Sundays at 1 p.m. Joe, will you make sure that I get connected with this guy?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So that I can link him up and stuff.
Now that you back the book, you're gonna get endless spam, so that's gonna be good. now that I have 89 suckers, I'm gonna start selling my supplements.
Your supplements.
That's where the real money comes in.
Hey, Laurie Calcaterra sells hot sauce with her campaign, so why not?
Yeah, see.
That's funny because we both had a hot sauce. Chris did one for us too. It was a hot honey mustard, but it was like really hot. Okay,
Nice.
Made with Carolina Reapers.
Yeah.
But same, that same size bottle that she's got, but there was like 9 Reapers in that 1 7-ounce bottle. Honey mustard, hot honey mustard. It was really good. I love it. Okay, but most people are like, "Oh my god, that's too hot."
I love my hot sauce.
Me too.
Is it available for purchase?
I'm thinking about, but I looked at what Laurie's going through, and it's like, man, I don't know.
I mean, just squeeze some in a bottle and mail it to me. I'm fine. I'll give you $10.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see if we can muster up another batch. We made like 35 ounces last time, like 5 bottles of it or something.
Yeah, I don't need any preservatives or anything like that.
Well, see, that's me. It's like it didn't last long. I'm eating that stuff, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a sucker for hot sauces. I go to all the conventions here.
And since you brought up that picture of Joe, I had to show you myself. This is the evening of an Alice Cooper concert.
Nice.
I was getting ready to go see Alice Cooper with my buddy Guy, and we was having a good time. And some asshole blew off a tear gas bomb right by the stage.
Oh well, that's a memorable show.
Indoor concert, right?
Yeah.
Well, Alice and the band are gone. People we're way up in the nosebleeds going, what's going on? What happened? Why'd the band leave? And, it's like by the time the tear gas permeated up to where we were at, everybody was running for the doors. You couldn't move. You couldn't get out. We're all trying to stay together, like 10 of us trying to stay together. It was, it was crazy. But hey, 2 minutes till Silverline, people. You guys, thanks so much for coming out. We will do a launch party for you when you're ready to put out the next one for sure.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks, Pops.
And, Jesse, I will send you an invite on Sunday to the drawstring.
Awesome.
Cool.
See y'all later. Thank you so much.
Oh, y'all have a good night. Thanks you guys so much for watching. Anybody who backed here at the last minute, we appreciate you. Do that thing, people. Back indie comics. Take care of yourselves. Put a little madness in your life.
The world has touched you down. A smile on your brow.